No-nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, May 9th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. My apologies for not making it in yesterday. I had a sick day, and, whenever I get any kind of cold, I'm one of the biggest babies you'll ever meet. Not in the way that I'm, like, crying about it. No. What I do is I completely shut down. I overdose on NyQuil. I sleep. Chicken noodle soup, all the like cliches.
Put on the blanket.
Yeah, because look, I don't like being sick, and I wanted to get over as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I like doing my job. So, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'll just try to grind through and then give like 50% on the show. Can't do that.
Right.
I need to give 110%.
Or nothing.
Coach, or nothing.
Exactly.
Take my ball and go home.
Yep.
And then I realized, my manager doesn't even realize if I'm here or not. So I'm just, hey, can I take the day off?
He's like, I heard fart noises in Florida, man. I thought you were there.
Yeah, no, I know. No, they were like, they were doing a fundraiser for dog food, some kind of dog trivia, or not trivia. It's some kind of nonprofit fundraising effort that Mix and KLPX are doing.
Mm-hmm.
KFMA is not even including these things anymore. We're such a redheaded stepchild that they're just like, we don't even need your help to help the community. Like, we don't even want your involvement to spread awareness for starving dogs and animal shelters. Like, oh, okay.
Like, that's not your audience, Beef, right? They don't care about animals. Like,
They
who
do,
said
though.
that? Like, what?
I would guarantee a majority of our audience have animals, dogs at least, cats for sure. Now, with that, they don't include us. They don't care, and that's fine. Whatever. So they had a busy on-site day where they were at some parking lot getting dog food donated by listeners, and I feel like it was a pretty successful adventure for everyone involved, and congratulations. Could have been more successful with our involvement, possibly, but at the same time, I didn't have to hang out in a parking lot all day when I was sick anyway, so it didn't create any conflict. Because if I would have had to probably call out today too, and the rest of the week it probably would have been a turn for the worse.
Right.
But I'm feeling good. And we have a lot to get to. And, I have tickets to give away as well. But I thought I had Falling in Reverse tickets, and I should. But I have to hit up Mucho after he wakes up to see where those are at. And then I will give away 2 pairs if I do to Falling in Reverse, which is a show that we announced on Tuesday, which is a big one. And, of course, I still have tickets for FC Tucson and Brett. Is it Brett Michaels? Yeah, Brett Michaels. And the Party Gras, the 80s fiesta that's going to be at Ava Amphitheater on October 26th. So,
well then,
yeah, there is listener bait. Meanwhile, I'm on Dead Rapper Watch, like it's 1996.
I know.
Yeah, that's fascinating to see. With that, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake little beef. I know that you guys, even if you're not fans of rap, you've heard about this. This is mainstream news. They've been going at each other, and it's been a few days since any tracks were released. But since then, Drake's house in Toronto, which was basically doxxed by Kendrick Lamar in his rap song "Not Like Us," where the video of that song was just a screenshot of Google Images showing Drake's location, basically showing his house, his mega mansion, if you will, and the street that he lives on. And then literally 72 hours later, there was a shooting at his house where a security guard got shot and is facing life-threatening injuries. And then the very next day, there was another trespasser there who was apprehended and taken into custody. And it's one of those kind of situations where this little rap feud has turned dangerous and people are getting hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know why, because the Kendrick Lamar beef on his side, in 2024 is dropping that hard P. And that hard P will get people all over the world, all the crazies being like, oh, got to take him out. And that's the pedophile line. Kendrick Lamar is calling Drake a pedophile. And with that, that's enough for people to be coming out the woodwork and be like, well, that's a pass to kill if you're a pedophile. Now, of course, these are allegations that are unfounded. You don't know whether or not there's any like substance to those allegations whatsoever. And Drake's response is he's too famous to be a pedophile, but that, history has proven that not to be necessarily true all the time.
Internet.
There's been some pretty famous pedophiles in the back of the alleged pedophiles, I don't know. I mean, Drake, you're famous. Do they consider you the king of pop? I don't know. But yeah, with that, it is dangerous. And now it does bring me back to 1996. Now I'm a fan of these rap feuds because I think it's, a competition at its finest, lyrical competition. And in fact, later on, maybe Rico and I will even do a rap GPT where we battle each other, but without any of those nasty allegations. Because I don't want to get people shot, right? But what we all know how the first major rap beef ended. It ended with two icons being taken out of the game forever, right? They're immortalized, but we lost out on, albums and albums of music potentially with Tupac and Biggie, and if like that's how it's gonna be settled, that's not gonna be good. And I didn't think that Kendrick Lamar, even though he's from Compton and stands a whopping 5'2", or Drake, who was initially part of Degrassi High and has a BBL. I didn't think either one of them were gangster. And the reality is neither one of them really are, but the fans are crazy enough to be gangster. So yeah, I'm on basically dead rapper watch.
It just made me, I don't know why, the thought I had in my, I'm like, when's the last time we had a metal feud? Like two metal bands.
We need it.
I think we need to metal off. Like, could you imagine two metal bands dropping new tracks?
Yeah,
hitting on each other.
We had it back in the day with hair metal, and Axl Rose would do some disses. I mean, the closest we have to that is Taylor Swift, man, with bagging on Kim Kardashian. So hey, look, it's true. It goes through different genres, but yeah, we need a better hardcore.
I want like Rammstein and Korn. I don't know why.
Well, see, you're thinking older guys too. Now, Falling in Reverse tickets we may be giving away later on in the show. Ronnie from Falling in Reverse has beef with lots of people. Now I have to look through his catalog, and if Weirdo was here, maybe she would give me insight on whether or not he actually written diss songs about people. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a brilliant marketing ploy, right? And that was the big takeaway from this. I mean, there's a winner and loser, but really the big winner in this is the music industry itself, because the amount of numbers that these tracks were putting up and buzz and revenue potentially. I know the one subset of people and entertainers on the internet that are making the most money right now are YouTube reactors. YouTube reactors this is like Christmas for them, because it's their job to listen to music and just react and dissect it. It's simple as that. Now, what Kendrick Lamar did was unprecedented and actually super cool, is that he lifted any copyright strikes off of the music he was releasing, dissing against Drake. So YouTube reactors can monetize their videos with it. Doesn't matter what level. Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
So we could have, theoretically speaking, we could have made a reaction video, like two rock guys reacting to Kendrick Lamar. Like that's subtitle, right? And honestly, that would get clicks, and we could monetize that and make money, and not have to worry about like UMG coming in and saying, no, you can't keep that money.
Two guys who have no idea who these rappers are.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's not nice.
That's the thing.
Why do you tell them that?
It's very difficult to not know who these two rappers are when they are like literally megastars of the last decade, right? So you'd have to be living under a rock not to know who they are. You may not know a name of their song, but they're around like mosquitoes.
If your aunt knows who they are.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyways, I'm just watching. I'm on that dead rapper watch. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nobody dies from this, and the security guard at Drake's mansion who got shot makes a full recovery, but we'll see. I would not be surprised if this ends poorly, because if history has shown anything, when it comes to rap battles, that's usually how they end. Yeah.
They should just hug and make up.
They
Go
should.
on tour together.
They should hug.
Yeah, they should hug.
With shirts off.
Yeah. Or what's that? Didn't Bret Michaels put a wrestling match out for him?
What?
Didn't he put out a challenge to have them go in the WWE ring? and sort it out.
No, you said Brett Michaels
Brett
because
Michaels.
we're giving away the party gras tickets. That's Shawn Michaels. And
Shawn Michaels.
I'm trying to wrap this conversation, dude. We're 10 minutes in too
my
long.
bad.
Yeah. I'm like, now I got to school you on both gangster rap, hip
Sorry,
hop beef,
Dad.
and WWE.
All right, fair.
All right. Well, if you stuck around for that rant, then I'll give you a pair of tickets for Brett Michaels' Party Gras that's happening October 26th. Caller number 10 will win our first pair of tickets. Oh, I got backwards hat on. Ah. I don't like this hat backwards. It's Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast stream. Please welcome back Yas Money. Good morning, Yas.
Good morning.
You can say hi into the mic. It's fine.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning.
we have a lot of stuff that we're going to cover. Of course, we're going to talk about Tucson Sugar Skulls because they got another home game here.
Yes, they do.
This
Two back to
TCC.
back.
Yeah, and we also talked about Yaz just revealed that she and her friends have a nice little Twitter conversation, a secret group called Distracted, which I thought was very clever. But if you just search Drake versus Kendrick on Twitter, it's hours of endless entertainment, and it's not just the music; it's the TikTok sketches that people are creating and performing.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
if you're just listening to the songs, the algorithm on your internet is solely based on that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then there's an update as far as the business aspect and which company is begging the other rapper to cease fire because it's costing them hundreds of millions of dollars. We'll talk about that after music from Beartooth. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, let me put this forward.
Everything that Drake's been building for the last 15 years
Yeah,
under attack.
yeah,
It's like, "Ah."
yeah. Well, I mean, those are pretty strong words that are, and allegations. I mean, the pedophile allegation obviously is that's the, I guess, the trump card. No, president intended, but whenever you call someone a pedophile, then it's just boom. It's either fighting words, those are fighting words for sure, and that's the best way to cancel somebody too.
Yeah.
And be like, oh yeah.
I don't think
think-
he's gonna get canceled.
I think they need to hire the girl he sent that airplane text to. The one where it's
Oh, the dong.
the dong
Yeah,
video.
He did mention that in the song too. He's like, Big D, I got video proof was one of the lines.
Oh god.
See, it's clever,
Yeah.
but it's not as good as
A
Kendrick's.
minor.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah.
A minor.
And then he tried to come in with the B sharp, and that didn't hit us right because according to all the music minors on the internet, they're like a B sharp is still an A minor because there's another.
Yeah.
All the music nerds.
Yeah, all the
Actually,
music nerds have come through with
you just admitted
all
it.
of this.
Yeah, excuse me, multi-platinum
Yeah.
performing a
You should
music
know this.
artist.
Right.
Yeah, you should have known this. They should have taught you this in rapper school. I'm pretty sure it was a course that they offered at Degrassi High. I'm not saying Degrassi, right? All right, so check this out. Do you believe? Now, obviously, part of this,
Damn it.
yeah, part of the burns is that Drake got a BBL. Do you believe that?
Well, he got lipo.
Okay,
That's what it is. He got lipo. And
lipo on the under thighs to make the butt seem more bubbly.
No. I'm talking about his abs, like
Okay.
his here.
Oh.
That was all cosmetic.
Oh yeah, you know
Yeah.
that for a fact.
Well, it was brought out before this.
Okay,
Those were things that were already speculating because his body looked a little.
It's pre-Ozempic.
it was pre-Ozempic.
That's another thing. I love how much Ozempic is being thrown into this. I
Yeah.
feel like it was such a maybe a hidden Hollywood secret that now it's we're gonna throw that out
The
there.
mainstream.
It's been a terrible secret though, because we've been talking about Ozempic now for 6 months, and we even did a stupid song today. You heard it?
No, but you stay doing stupid songs.
Okay, oh, Jesus. Well, it was called Ozempic breast because
Okay, see.
because I came across an article talking about the side effect of Ozempic is Ozempic breast, and it's one of two things that are happening to people, which is just normal. Well, rapid weight loss will lead to things like deflating and sagging.
Yeah.
So that's part
Because
of
if
it.
you're not, if you're losing weight and you're not building muscle, then that's where that comes. into
Exactly.
place.
Or they're ballooning, and the argument there is well, you're losing weight, so your breasts are staying firm and intact and just look
Okay.
bigger because of it. That's obviously a side
That's a
effect that
complaint.
everybody wants. Well, it's just a side effect, and yeah, not necessarily a good playing. We're back on the air. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, and I'll share a snippet of that song to kind of give you an example of what we're talking about with those Ozempic breasts. But let's get back to this ceasefire that was called by what Drake's management company. It's not even his record label, right? Universal Music Group.
I thought that was his label.
Yeah, well, Universal Music
Yeah.
Group is his label. But I think there's more companies kind of involved in this kind of like hip hop beef that's going in between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But this is not just about Drake's safety. This is the bottom line of hundreds of millions of dollars that potentially could be lost because of this rap battle, right?
Right. And so, I mean, allegedly all this is happening by an insider source. And so they want Kendrick to come out and say, I'm sorry, he's not a pedophile. But I mean,
in rap form.
Yeah.
And you want Kendrick to release a rap song that's just
Oopsie daisy. He ain't
Meanwhile,
crazy.
J. Cole's on a beach somewhere taking pictures with fans.
Right.
I love it. I love it.
He's living his best life
I
now.
just love that he said, I know these guys, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to walk away.
Yeah, so Kendrick is standing his ground. They are crying that it's costing him money not only for his licensing deals, but his endorsement deals with, his t-shirt line, his shoe line, everything that is basically artist-related royalties and licensing.
I'm wondering if this is somewhat like karma in a sense, because Drake's been known to allegedly steal from other artists.
Yep.
And so, what if this is just kind of like
it all comes like crumbling down, right?
Yeah.
If you build your house or your house on a house of lies, that's not the saying.
On the beach of lies. Something poetic.
Right. Yeah. It's a house of cards, basically. It's all going to fall eventually. And Kendrick Lamar's being the one that's pulling out the cards, be like, no, this time is over, but I know that you went to a Drake concert just recently and you dressed up super like looking for your future ex-husband. And you were hoping that ex-husband was Drake. Like, I saw it. I saw it in your eyes.
Send me a video.
No. Okay. Drake is a good time. You go to those concerts. He puts out good music, whatever the case. But I have always been Team Kendrick forever. I got it tattooed
for life.
You have a tattooed on
Yeah,
you.
so this is High Power. And this is like, if you listen to Kendrick Lamar from the beginning, you'll see he'll preach all that stuff. And so it's a thing.
I don't. I mean, okay. All right. So do you think the ceasefire is going to happen or no?
I don't know. Apparently Reddit is going through like waves of conspiracies of what's to come for this week.
So you think there's going to be more songs to come?
I don't know.
All right.
I hope so. And then at the same time, I don't. And then like this whole conspiracy around the 11-year-old daughter. I mean, I guess people within Kendrick's circle are saying like, we don't want to expose it because then people are going to come for her.
Well, at the same time, Drake said, no, we leaked that on purpose to make you like fall for it. It's
again,
misinformation.
But then he was called a master manipulator and he manipulated his way into a lie, into a song.
Well, now you lost me. Were you following that?
It's a lot of George R.R. Martin stuff going on. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll hit the reset on that on the FM side, because when we come back, we want to talk about Tucson Sugar Skulls and why you should be excited about arena football. That's happening right here in our own backyard with Yas Money, who is a part of the organization and put out great social media content to hype up those games. We'll let you know what's going down this weekend with those games with your Tucson Sugar Skulls. After music from the Foo Fighters, keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. Clear.
So yeah, you would leak it knowing he would use it to rap about and put that out there.
Yes.
And then come back and be like, nuh-uh, you fell for it, and that's not going to do anything. Like, what's the point? Exactly. What's the point?
He didn't address it. He didn't address it the first time. Like, oh, you fell for my lie. He addressed it on the second one.
On the second one.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost like a backpedal. Like, no, you fell into my trap. Haha.
But also, they're reading the internet too. They're going through Twitter.
Of
They're
course.
going through TikToks.
Everything.
And so I'm sure they're picking stuff up from there too.
That's what they're basically doing, is just reading like troll comments and then regurgitating them in rap form.
I think the funniest meme I saw about the whole thing was like, they need to get Nardwar in his camp.
Yes. It was like the winner will have Nardwar. And I thought about Nardwar from the beginning. I was like, you know who
if they
would know
got this
about
guy.
this?
Yeah.
He is Canadian. He is Canadian.
He is Canadian. He does
Yep.
his research and what he does to get information that blows his subjects' minds.
How did you know that?
He goes on Facebook, and when he goes on Facebook, he'll message friends and people associated with that artist pass, and then ask them questions straight up. And that's how he kind of gets all that information that's not out there. That's been basically Nardwar's technique for years. He just had a interaction with it was a rapper who loved Nardwar so much and hadn't seen him in years. He literally cried when he saw him. Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
like, where
That's
have you
amazing.
been?
It'd be like Tyler the Creator or like ASAP or Lil Uzi.
I want to say it was.
It's easy. It's easy to judge who your favorite
I think it
rappers
was
are.
Little Uzi Vert.
Lil
Was it?
Uzi. Lil Uzi.
He lost his mind. That's awesome.
They love it. I mean, Nardwar has chased him down at concerts, and security has
Wow.
bulldozed him before.
Like, do you not know who this is? This guy's royalty.
I know.
Let him in. That's how I judge who I like as a rapper too. How they treat him.
For
Like
real.
on
Nardwar,
YouTube,
yeah.
sometimes you see them downplay it or blow him off. I'm like, okay, I don't like this guy.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, or when
Jay-Z
they.
was a dick.
Mhm.
I like when there was one artist that put his whole chain around him when after the doot.
Oh yeah, I forgot who that was.
Yep, it was a big old chain.
Doot.
I'm trying to find this sketch that I saw yesterday. There's one guy in particular. He's released several sketches. One was just hilarious of what if Kendrick, or when Kendrick and Drake come across each other, is essentially the setup. And I'm scrolling through Twitter trying to find it.
Memes.
Yeah. And memes and porn, because it is Twitter. So I'm glad I'm not doing it in real time on the stream.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Twitter will do that to you.
I did see a tweet that said this rap beef is so intense I haven't seen any porn on Twitter.
Damn.
That is true. What do you think of all this? Since this beef started, there's been two different separate trespassing attacks on Drake's property after Kendrick released basically his Drake's address to the world by showing the house and the street that he lives on.
But I feel like people knew that anyways. You could have found that. He just made it a little bit more public.
Made it too easy.
He made it a lot
for the
easier.
dummies to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the smart people were smart enough to figure it out ahead of time.
Yeah.
Maybe we're smart enough not to do anything stupid,
Mhm.
right? But now you put it out there, so it's so easy. It's low hanging fruit. Now the dummies know, and the dummies are the ones that are going there and putting people's lives at risk, including their own.
I'm
I
going to
think-
Google Maps right now and typing in Drake's house.
I think
You're just gonna do it like that. Huh?
the first allegation they're circling it back to the weekend and
You-
his people.
You saying the weekend may be
There's beef between there. The weekend's Canadian too.
Yeah.
Oh no!
This is Drake when he embraces. This is Drake after he's a billionaire. He's been white for quite some time. Yeah, that's just gonna happen to Drake. So
I don't like.
Diddy's like, thank you.
hey, that's white Drake. I mean, it leans into it. It really depends
Damn.
on what style he wants to go to, and he could go either way. Let's see. I'm searching so hard for this. I'll find it eventually. Is there a theme for this weekend's game for the Sugar Skulls?
It is I Love the 90s.
Oh, nice.
And we're also doing, I think, it's like a Pink Ladies Night for breast cancer awareness.
Doing all those things.
So, yeah. And so, I mean, we're limited to so many games. So it's just, we want to
Because you only have
highlight as much as we can.
You only have 8 games during the
Mhm.
season, right? So it's like football season, 8 home games, 8 away games. What's the record for the team right now? How are they doing?
Ooh,
Oh, it's not that great.
it's a little.
Okay.
It's a little.
So the record is not the selling point for going out to the game, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay. That's
Right.
fair.
No, you're there to have a good time.
Yes.
You're there to have a good time. If you-
Win, lose, or draw. There are no draws, but win or lose.
arena football, if you have never been to arena football, it is I call it like wrestling but on a field
Yeah.
kind of deal.
It's high energy.
There's just so
It's
much
super
going
fun.
on.
Uh-huh.
And the rules are different. So obviously I had a guy come to one of my games and sure enough he said, "I'm here. I don't understand the rules."
Yeah.
Well,
it's
then.
faster. It's I guess you can only do so many yards or something. I can't keep up.
Yeah, what are the
There's-
major points on that as far as the differences?
So, I mean, it's the same thing with like a touchdown being 6 points, an extra point 1, field goal 3, but there's something that they call a deuce.
What's a deuce?
A deuce.
Deuce. When
is
you drop
when-
it at halftime?
No.
If only.
When you're kicking off to the other team
Mhm.
and you kick it into the field goal,
Okay.
that's a deuce. So you know how they're supposed to catch it? Like,
Well, there's still 4 downs, right?
yes, there's
Okay.
still fourth down.
Okay, yeah. So you kick it off the other team, it bounces off the net. Or no, you kick it off the other team and it goes through the uprights on the other side.
Mhm.
Then that's a deuce. So
Right.
every time you do that, and your kickoff is what, on the 0-yard line, the 10-yard line?
On the, yeah. So,
10-yard line?
so you can either, you kick it off to the other team so they can like run the ball, or you can attempt that deuce.
And if you miss the deuce, what's the starting point?
I think the 10-yard line.
Okay, so that's the compromise.
Well, no, because you could catch it off the net and then run it back.
Maybe.
So I mean,
No.
oh,
No. If it makes the field goal, if it makes it between, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So it's like you're punting it, I guess.
But that's basically the kickoff every time a team scores, then they could go kick it off and they could choose to go for the deuce.
Mhm.
Now, look, the deuce doesn't seem like that hard of a thing to do. So what would
Right.
prevent teams from just making the whole game
A
just
deuce
a deuce
game?
off? Yeah.
Deuce off.
It's not that simple. It's not that. I mean,
It's a lot of yards.
If you got a
It
good
is.
kicker,
if you got a good kicker, yes.
yeah, dude.
Yes.
This
So-
one guy with a roided
But
left leg.
that is a new rule, I think, that was implemented maybe like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, if I was an arena football team owner, I would invest all of it in my kicker and maybe just like 3 front
You'll need
line
two
Just
people.
random
points.
guys around him.
Yeah, that's all right. 2 points over and over again. It's like if I score off a deuce, so I get to kick again.
You score off a deuce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
He deuces.
Because-
How many times can he deuce?
He
In a row.
deuces, he scores.
yeah. When
The
you
deuce master.
okay, let me ask you this. I don't know if you know this yet, but say you score on a deuce, did you kick it off again? Does the scoring team also have to kick off again?
No.
Okay, so then they
No.
get the ball back after
Mhm,
the deuce.
yeah.
So basically, what a team strategy is, they could go for the touchdown, then go for the deuce. They could score 9 points before the other team gets the ball back.
Pretty
Mhm.
much.
Okay.
Interesting. Cool.
Is it? Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to follow.
Yeah,
so,
it is complicated.
It
It is
is. It
different.
is. I'm learning as we go, because the first game that I had to work, I'm watching it and I look at my daughter and I'm like, when did we, what, how did it get 8 points? How did we get 8 points?
It's like they just dropped the deuce,
How?
Mom. You didn't see him
They
drop a
missed the
deuce?
extra point.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is. Well,
Are those the
I'm-
major differences?
Yes.
Those? Okay. That's easy.
No, I think it starts there. Honestly, it does start there because there's a lot of motion rules that are different in the NFL, and then also just because of the pace of the game and going back
Yes.
and forth. There's so many
There are details to that I'm still trying to.
Do they pay off the refs like they do in the NFL?
That's she's not
No.
gonna publicly answer that. Nor do we know. Hey, let me ask you a random question. Have you gotten paid by the Coyotes yet?
No.
Okay, good. Neither have
Answer
I.
that question.
When was the last month that you got paid for?
I don't know. What month are we in?
We're in May.
May.
The last game of
think
the season
March?
was in April. You got paid for March?
No. February. Because
I-
I think I only had one game in February that I did, and I got paid for just that one game.
So are they just taking their money and running?
Potentially.
To-
I've been asking.
Chase them down.
I know somebody who works on the payroll. I'll hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up because I've been asking Ryan, and Ryan said that they don't respond when asked about a payroll. And I'm like, come on, guys, because it's the Coyotes that do the payment, right? And what's sketchy about this is like, are they shutting down that office? Probably, because there is no more Coyotes. There's
Uh-oh.
only Roadrunners, and that handles all the money there. So you're, bless you.
Bless you.
With this, like your friend in payroll up there is probably going to lose a job soon, and
Yeah.
they know,
Yeah. Because when all this happened, I had one friend that reached out and said, I feel bad for you and the guy who's in Phoenix. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I had no idea what was even going on.
And be like, no, feel
Damn.
bad for the guy in Phoenix because he's probably going to lose his job. We're probably going to be back next season, because
Mhm.
I don't see any other option for this organization from the owner's standpoint. So
Yeah, because I was asking that. I was like, what's happening to all the employees in Phoenix? Are they going to move up? Are they going to go
Mhm.
new staff? Are they going to go?
yeah.
That's kind of heavy. Yeah, I was going to say, imagine working for that team for that long and be like, oh, yeah, we're moving states. Bring your family.
You
know,
can't.
it's
Right.
Like,
You can't come.
Yeah.
no, you can't, or you can't come.
You
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. It'll
Yikes.
be interesting to see. It's and I wait for any kind of word, but still no word.
You know what you
and
should
still no
do
check.
is you should write him a letter. You should write
Dear sir.
and then like do like a video about it and be like, "Dear Utah Coyotes?" question mark.
Or do it like Stan, like the Eminem music video.
Yeah, where is my paycheck? I haven't been paid for the month of
February, March, April.
Oh my god.
Yo, Coyote, you haven't been writing.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It really is. Like when
I just put the Roadrunner in the trunk.
yeah, I'm about to drive off this bridge. Yeah. So
My tears gonna dry. I wonder why.
I know. And well,
See, you got it.
Yeah.
yes, that's the Eminem reference. But we have this like end of year like little celebration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like. It's at Union. It's the night of the Upsaw concert, which I want to go, but I'm like, I can't even afford to go. I don't even care if you're paying. I would much rather be able to appreciate an end of year celebration if I get paid in full and I know that I'm going to get my money, because the longer it goes, and this happens all the time.
It happens all the time, yeah.
So I'm used to it, but this one's even longer. And the fact that there is no more coyotes makes me a little more concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, am I going to have to like small claims court this shit?
Right. How far is it going to go before you actually have to take action and do something?
Yeah.
You're like,
it's close.
Please don't make me have to do that.
I worked a lot of games, dude. So it's like close to $3,000.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
That's worth chasing.
Yeah.
How much are you getting paid?
No, it was a lot of games. I worked a lot of games.
Mm.
I
got a lot of, he did a lot of deuces.
I could throw out the games and then know that girl math will not get close to the actual answer.
Mm-hmm.
I worked 37 games.
Woo! I would have worked all 37 games, but I wasn't put on the schedule.
Oh. We did not have 37 games in 3 months. Girl math. Boom. Just goes to show.
There were a bunch of games you did not go to that we had to cover for.
No, I know.
Nick says they have to pay you by a certain day. If not, they have to pay you double.
Yo, I would love that if that was the law.
Take your time, guys.
Yeah.
Take your time.
It's already been 90 days, dude.
My favorite day when Beef went was when I wasn't even there. He went to go have lunch and he was like, "I'm sick." And then he left.
Oh, another sick day, huh?
I was sick. I had a headache.
But before I get sick, I'm going to have a plate of food.
Yeah. I went there. I was going to see if I could ride it out. And then I realized I was like, like Crystal got this. Am I going to get paid for that? Probably not. In fact, actually, so minus some money from what they owe me. But in my mind, I totally forgot that I took that day off, and hopefully, Ryan forgot too, because I deserve that money regardless. I did show up.
Ryan, I hope you're listening.
He's not.
Ryan.
Yeah. All right, 15 seconds. We're going to talk about our Tucson Sugar Skulls and everything that they have going on for the game this Saturday, right?
That's right.
All right, cool. All right, 8 seconds.
Whew.
Get ready.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. That's Stain on Beef Vegan Presents. Mud Shovel is the name of the track. As you know, we're hanging out here with Yas Money, who is a part of the Tucson Sugar Skulls organization, which is arena football. That's happening at the TCC this Saturday. And the games have been really exciting. In every game that you have, a home game this season, there are several different themes that are going on. What are some of the themes that are going on for the people that want to come out and be in attendance for the game this Saturday?
So we are having I Love the 90s night, but we are also taking the time to highlight breast cancer awareness. So, you are encouraged to dress up I Love the 90s, or you can wear pink as well. And the first 1,000 fans get a fanny pack, a clear fanny pack, especially for, stadiums and arenas. And those are brought to you by Right Way.
Nice. That's awesome. So clear fanny packs for the first 1,000 people in attendance. It's the 90s theme, so it's perfect for you to just bring out your teenagers because they're already dressing 90s theme.
For real.
Yeah, it came back.
Dress normal night? Cool.
Yeah.
There.
It's a full-blown, everything's cyclical, right? So teenagers today, like my daughter, she might as well have raided my closet from 1999.
My daughter said, "Can we go to Target so I can get flared pants?" And I was like, "You mean bell bottoms?"
Yep.
Oh God,
that is funny.
Can
dude.
you imagine when skinny jeans come back?
Oh no, I mean, I don't want the skinny jeans to come back. That was already just kind of. I was so upset about that, and it makes sense. It is going to come back because every generation just is rebels against the previous generation style. And so it made
Yeah.
sense that skinny jeans, after we were going baggy for about 15 years, went super baggy. They're like, nope, now it's time for you to see the vein in our private area.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
I swear to you, when I knew this was a style that was coming back, I was about 22 years old. I'm sitting with my best buddy Danny at a bar. We're at a table, and a guy walks by, and he's eye level with us. And literally, we pretty much knew his social security number. Like, there was no secrets in that. Yeah. And I'm like inadvertently pecker checking dudes. I'm
But
like,
you know what's the trend right now in high school, right?
what's that?
PJ bottoms.
Yes.
Why?
PJ
Because
bottoms.
COVID. Because of COVID, because these kids weren't dressing up for school, and they got so used to just being in their pajamas and lazy all day that they brought it to school afterwards.
Yo, I remember going to school and it was a fashion show. Okay. I used to wake up in the morning at like 6 a.m., curl my hair. I had a routine. And now y'all are just coming in.
Just showing up busted. Not
Full
even
Lebowski.
Yeah.
Just Lebowski all day.
Same pajamas every single day type style. And that is the fit.
Picking up my nephew from like school. I mean, he went to Cienega for 1 year, and then I would pick him up, and he went to Tucson High the next, and it was the same thing. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Dress codes are different now too.
It is. It's comfort and lazy. So, Lindsay on the stream said Crocs are big in schools, and they are, so Crocs, pajamas, wrinkled tees, and
but now you can wear like crop tops. Now they don't care about like showing belly or like, spaghetti straps. That was like a big thing.
Well, yeah, because our generation was like more slutty. We were. We were more promiscuous. Kids these days, they don't even mess around. So they're just like, yeah, go ahead, show some skin. You guys don't even. You're so asexual, anyways.
I was wearing double polo. Okay, I had double polos.
Wow.
I was stupid.
Do you have any throwback pictures I can see on the stream?
No.
Yes, you do. All right, I'm going down the rabbit hole on Yaz's social media. We got more Beef Vegan Presents, including the do's and don'ts the do's and don'ts of sliding into somebody's DMs. I'm going to break that down for you next. Beef Vegan Presents, so don't go away. Clear.
Is that a flashback to those popped collars they used to do all the time?
Mm-hmm.
God, that was annoying.
So how would you wear two polos? One popped and one not?
That? You don't remember? Okay, so I was one of those kids that couldn't afford to go to Hollister or American Eagle or Abercrombie and Fitch or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was either things that my mom could get for me at the thrift stores, or the other alternative was like Aeropostale.
Okay.
Aeropostale.
That's how
the
you
one that
say it.
sounds fancier, ironically.
Yeah.
No,
Aeropostale.
So Aeropostale always had like really good deals, but like I'm too embarrassed to wear them, but I'd wear them anyways because it was the look. So you would wear both under. One under, like a darker shade on the bottom and then like a lighter color on top, and then you just kind of
pop them both.
You'd pop them both.
So
obnoxious.
It was so dumb. And then I'd wear my hair up like in a bun, and I had like my stupid bangs that I would just like straighten. They were just like straight.
You had the straight bangs. So
straight bangs.
But see, I'm a couple years older than you.
And then
my generation was the
had,
big wall bangs.
Oh, see, and then I had the chola bangs. And I was known for those too in high school.
Oh, you were known for those.
Yeah.
You're talking Yaz with the cholo bangs?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see.
If I can find some pictures, I would. I'll send them to you.
Oh, you know what? I got my
Yas Money was a real deal back then.
I got my former co-host, Shmonty, hitting me up saying StreamYard me, baby. So let's get Shmonty in and talk with him as well. Have you ever met Shmonty? You knew who Shmonty was?
Mm-mm.
So he's a man responsible for bringing me down to Tucson and getting me trapped in this.
Put him on the phone so I could thank him so much.
Hey, and then I got a message back from Casey from.
Bro.
Yeah. So I don't know if you were listening on your way in. Casey, it works at Lake Tahoe Rentals. And so just yesterday I was, on Instagram and I'm sharing things on stories, and I came across this story of these like drone like bicycles or cars that you could fly. And this company, Lake Tahoe Rentals, said that you could rent these flying cars from them. And I shared it because immediately I wanted it to be true, and I was so excited about it.
Is this some AI thing?
No, what it was, and first off, let me pull up the video because it's still one of the stories. I'll share with you here real quick, and you'll see how exciting and real that it looks. Okay.
So it wasn't real?
It is real.
Oh.
It's real. But
let me get there. Yeah. So yeah, those flying cars are real, like he was saying. And then Rico found out while I'm on the phone with
in real
Casey.
time.
Yeah, while I'm on the phone with
What
him.
did you ask?
No.
Oh, what did you say?
He was calling this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll set it up for you. Hold on. But I want to show you this first. Okay, let's see. Shmonty, I'm gonna get you in here. Hold on. That's food porn. All right, so real quick, Shmonty, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Okay, so I guess this is the flying cars, right?
Look at that. It's like Dune.
So I share this in excitement, saying, "Oh, we can now rent cars, flying cars. Like that's amazing." So when I look up the place and I see the phone number, now initially, I get a voicemail, right? The voicemail, the dude sounded like a Chad, right? And I was like laughing about his kind of California bro accent, very laid back. I'm like, this guy's living the life.
Tahoe Rentals, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I call back just to share this voicemail live on the air, and he answers the phone.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? This is Casey." And I'm like, "Oh, Casey, you're live on the air. Radio, can I air this real quick? And then can I ask you about your flying cars?" And he's like, "Oh, I'd love to tell you about them, bro, but April Fools." I'm like, "Fuck!"
Oh no!
So I'm on the air real time. And then meanwhile, while I'm talking to Casey and I'm setting this up, asking for permission, Rico's like looking at me going like this, and I don't know what he's trying to communicate.
Like I don't know what to do. There's no option at that point. You can't just be like, "Hey, Casey, never mind." Click. You didn't know what the context was.
I was already.
I read the comment immediately on that post, and it's like, "Oh, nice April Fool's joke," and I go, "Oh
no,
sure."
you fell for it.
I fell for it.
Damn, that was pretty good.
Stop.
A month and 9 days later.
Yeah, I fell for it on May 8th, right? May 8th.
A month later.
Now, Casey had a good laugh about this.
That's
He was
the
a good sport.
Ultimate.
Yeah, we got audio of it, and he emailed me and was like, "Can I get that audio? I want to show all my friends what a
dumb you are,
or what a dumbass you are, a dumbass."
Just about everybody in Tahoe right now is just having their day.
And so, yeah, I sent him this email, and he replied back. He goes, "Hilarious. If you guys are ever in South Lake Tahoe, hit us up. We'll hook you and your crew up for sure. We can't afford that, but that'd be awesome." And then he signed it, Chad, ... I mean, Casey.
Oh, what a good guy. What a cool dude.
Yeah, of course he's a cool dude. What's up, Shmonty?
Hi, Shmonty.
Oh
my god,
buddy, you and your April Fool's jokes, huh?
Yeah, because Shmonty got me before on April Fool's too. Talking about he's going to announce
Got him good.
comeback, and I
Oh,
guess
man,
I am the
my
ultimate
collar-
April Fool.
My collar's it was popped. I was going to come in all 90s, but I can't keep my collar up. So
Do me a favor, put your phone sideways so we get you full screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They don't make
see,
those
I'm
collars
I'm
like they
not
used to.
doing this. How's
I
that?
know. It's good. It's good.
All
It sounds good. Have you met Yas Money before? This is Yas.
I have not had the pleasure. But we share a common pain in which we've both had to work with beef before.
Yeah,
so-
why'd you bring him here? Why'd you bring him here?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on the stream watching you guys today, and I've been laughing my ass off. And like a couple of call-outs, like 90s Day at the Sugar Skull. That's absolutely you, bud.
Yeah.
You need to be there for that. And like when I was in town with the Roadrunners, like the team didn't want to leave, but since you've taken over, you're driving teams out of Arizona. What's going on? Stop that.
I am. I guess I am.
Wow.
I know. Shots fired.
He's the cooler.
I was heartbroken over that, by the way. And I'm still kind of miffed by the entire setup. I really think the NHL, what they're doing to Morello here is dangling a carrot to get him out of the industry. But they promise this guy saying, "Hey, if you sell this team to Utah, we'll let you have an NHL team within 5 years, buddy. Yeah, that's fine." And he believed it. But there's no way in hell I would bet my left nut that the NHL is ever going to do business with Morello again, because he's shown how unprepared and incompetent he is in this position. Like literally, like everybody could see it. It's unfortunate. Yeah. So it's bad news for the Roadrunners, because that's our boss. That's our daddy.
Absolutely. And that's further going to help your chances of getting that $3,000 that you're owed back too. Just
absolutely.
High
optimism
exponentially.
I'm currently in contract negotiations, and it was brought up during the negotiation that I am my own worst enemy, and I'm like, that's probably not good for this negotiation, is it?
I plead the fifth from here on out for the rest of the contract talk.
I'm like, oh, you guys noticed that, huh? Oh yeah.
Like, is that a good thing? Is that branding you're looking for?
As my consultant, Shmonty, would you consider that a good thing, or am I screwed?
I think it's an advantage because you know what you're doing, but it keeps the rest of the world on its toes. They're like, this guy really can't be saying that out loud right now, can he? He is, but there's a method to your madness. So in beef, I trust. Absolutely.
Yeah. It was the plan the whole time. I tried to convince. Oh yes, I'm playing chess.
He's so Machiavellian. That beef.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So how you doing, man? Obviously, you're in your office right now, right?
Yeah. In the office, everyone's good. Family's good. Kid's good. He's about to turn 2. He's testing boundaries. He's a little parrot. He's a terrorist. All the fun things. All the fun things.
Yes, Yas and I have been through that. But honestly, they say terrible twos, but I disagree with that, dude. I think it's terrible teens, but 2s and 3s. All that, those are fun years. I enjoy all of them.
Yeah, no, I've been having a blast. I mean, I'm screwed though, because like he's too smart for his own good, and he knows, like, he has my wife's intelligence, but he has like my streak of being an ass. So
does he talk? Does he talk yet?
Trouble.
Is he talking?
Yeah, well, like parrot mode, but he does it with attitude.
Okay, so enjoy that much, because once they get going, they're never gonna shut up.
Yeah. And start talking back. Yeah.
Parroting with attitude. That's funny.
No, it's true, because intellectual kids and smart kids, those are the ones that are going to be most rebellious, and it's the dumb ones that fall in line. And I'm so fortunate that my daughter took after her mother, because she still comes home to curfew. She doesn't realize she's over 18, and I'm like, she's like, what time do I got to be home? I'm like 10. And she's like, okay.
You're raising her like a real Mexican. I had a curfew outside my mailbox when people would come and visit me. And I was already, like, my mom would be like, you need to come inside. My dad would be like, you need to come inside. It's inappropriate to be out there with a boy when the sun's down. I was like,
God.
What?
That's so funny.
While you're like 19?
I'm like 18.
Your bangs, you're like, whatever.
My bangs, I was like, no.
I'm telling you this. Let's see. Anthony said, play the clip of you falling for the April Fool's.
They love this pain.
I do have that.
It's really good.
Shoulder
okay. Well, here's the audio clip real quick of me falling for that. No, I mean, I have the video of Schmuck.
No.
What?
Post it on your Instagram and be like, you got to go to my Instagram to go see it. That way,
drive traffic. Don't waste your web stream over something years old.
Yeah, well, no, I have audio. I don't have video of me falling for the April Fool's prank today. I do have audio of it because I didn't record the video because I didn't think I was going to fall for a prank. It was basically just a throwaway. I was just like, hey, I was like, you just got to hear this guy's voice, man. He's so like laid back, Cali, bro, like living the best life. Like you could tell, no stress whatsoever, 0 gray hairs on his balls.
Oh, you're saying the Schmonty clip.
Oh, the Schmonty clip. Oh yeah, that one was a good one here. I could pull that up here. Hold on. Doodaloo.
Boop, boop.
I like that you're popping in, dude. I have not seen you in quite some time.
I had some time, and I accidentally bailed on you the other week when I told you I'd be available, and so I was like, you know what? Hey, let me pop in and contribute, and be a friend.
Yeah, that's good.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. And to plug the Sugar Skulls, because I'm trying to get people to show up to those games.
If people haven't, like, no joke. So I did a lot of work with like a Sugar Skull competitor. I don't know if I can say the name, like the Rattlers, when I was in Phoenix.
Yeah, same honor.
I work for the Rattlers too.
Okay, arena football games are a blast for people that haven't gone. It's like it's like football meets hockey, right? It's like a party and a football game breaks out. Like you don't have to understand football. You don't have to know what the hell's going on. I mean, to your point, yes, I didn't know what was going on 9/10 out of the time, but I had beer and I had something to cheer for, and there was like a really loud cannon that would go off every time a touchdown would happen, and that was good enough for me. And that's a great way to spend a day with the family, man. It's a great time.
I mean, so tickets are $14. Tickets are $14.
Right.
We're trying to.
We're gonna get on the air here. And in fact, I kind of want Shmonty to sell it for you.
Okay.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Yas Money, you've been doing a great job selling these tickets for the Tucson Sugar Skulls this Saturday. But I did bring in a consultant, a professional ticket seller who gets people motivated to go out to different public events, especially arena football, as he does specialize in that. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to reintroduce to you a good friend of the show, the original man who brought me down to Tucson. We got Shmonty. Good morning, Shmonty.
Good morning. It's good to be back from the land of the radio dead.
Yeah, he has been radio dead for quite some time.
Radio
So,
silence. Yeah.
But now he's been resurrected.
That's right.
So I need you, Shmonty, because you are a consultant and you know arena football as well.
Like the back of my hand.
Give me a 30-second pitch to Tucson as to why they should come out to the Sugar Skulls game this Saturday.
Do you like having a good time? Do you like parties? Do you not care if you don't understand what's really going on, but you enjoy celebrating with people around you and watching cool stuff happen in real time? Then you'll love arena football. You'll get to watch high-scoring, fast action. There's beer, there's family fun. Beef Vegan will be there because it's 90s day and he perpetually lives in the 90s. So why not go out and spend your weekend with the Tucson Sugar Skulls and have a fun time, Tucson? Get going.
Brought to you by Right Way.
Brought to you by Right Way.
Yes, we got Shmonty hanging out with us on the podcast broadcast stream. We're going to play some of these words. Be back with your beef tip right after this. You can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here on Rock 102.1.
I'm sold.
Yeah, sold. And $14 for tickets is super cheap.
Do you want to drink a lot of beer and go woo for no reason? Come on down.
Well, and if balls go to the stands, then
You get to keep them.
you get to keep them.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah. And those are a lot more fun to get hit with than a hockey puck.
Yeah.
I was going to say, throughout your time, how many hockey pucks have gone to the stands? How many times have you seen that actually happen?
It
Is
happens.
it a lot?
It doesn't happen a lot,
Yeah.
but it happens
You get to
But-
keep the puck.
several times a year.
You do get to keep the puck. But in arena football, I think maybe like a total of at most like 30. We go through like 20, 30 balls.
With the
I
Damn.
think.
That's a
just
lot of balls. Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
That's all the overhead. Basically.
My favorite thing is fan interference when the fans go out of their seats to like catch the balls and they're about to score a touchdown and all this. And so
Yeah,
the
you're
first
not allowed
time
to
I
do
saw
that,
that,
right?
I was like, stupid fans.
Stupid fans. That happens. I think I will come out there. I don't think I have anything planned this weekend on Saturday. Luckily I have no life, so that benefits my schedule, and I don't even need to pay for tickets because I can still pretend like I work with the team. I just went to the
I'll be there, and I know you don't worry.
That guy is not paid.
security guards.
Who's that
They don't
man?
know.
Who is
I
that?
just say I'm on the list, and they're like, okay. I did that this last weekend for the Centurions party they had at the TCC.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I went through. This was such a shit show. So easy. So
How
parking-
was it? Because I heard it was at the TCC.
Yeah, it was
Like,
fine.
what?
There's people that are going to complain, but
Yeah.
a lot of people showed up. There was free booze flowing everywhere,
Mm.
and the purpose was to throw a huge party. They succeeded in that. But there was so there's parking on site that was going to be like $10, and I pull up and I'm with my daughter and she's in her casino garb and I'm wearing like a suit. I'm looking nice. And I go like they're like $10. I'm like, I'm on the list, and they're like, there is no list. I'm like, oh, that's weird because there should be, and I should be on it, right?
No,
And,
you
like,
didn't.
Yes, I did. And they're like, well, under what name? And I'm like, beef vegan. And then she's like, well, the lady's like, there's no list. And then there was another woman in the booth, and she poked out her head. She's like, oh, beef? Oh, good, go for it. You're in. So then I'm
There's
in. Right?
always that one
So it's
person.
that one lady, because I swear for the Roadrunners, I'm like, oh, my name's Yasmin Lopez. And she's like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Yasmin? Go ahead.
It didn't stop there. So now you have all these just like long lines and metal detectors and everything to get people in,
What'd you do?
right? I'm in a suit. I got no credentials whatsoever. I'm wearing a hat. It's a suit with a hat with sneakers.
Do you
So
have pictures?
I looked pretty fly,
Let me
actually.
see.
I
You
don't.
did look handsome.
Yeah. I'll show you what it looked like without the jacket, but the jacket was fly too. I should have.
Okay, so there was a long line to
just a
get
bathroom
in.
selfie.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Selfie.
you.
Yeah. I look good. Unfortunately, I couldn't even stick around for the whole
MySpace.
thing. But my point is, I walked past all the lines and the metal detectors, and I'm walking through security with my teenage daughter, and they're just like, sir. And I'm like, I'm with the event. They're like, oh, okay. And I did that all the way through. So didn't wait in line, didn't go through a single metal detector, right? So I had my AR with me the whole time, right?
Shut up. That's how I got through the Pac-12 tournament too. I was like, oh no, my old credential.
It works, man. You got to have that confidence and like
I lack
That's it. It
confidence
works.
in everywhere, but to get to an event, I'm for it.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. I did find the April Fool's prank that they're referring to. Let's play a little bit of this here. I got to scrub ahead.
It was funny, a couple of friends I was talking to after the fact, and they're like, "Oh, how was it? Did you have fun?" I said, "Yeah, it made me realize like there is still a love for it, still a passion, And they were like, "Would you get back into it?" And it's like, I don't know, maybe. And so my one friend I was talking to, he runs a cluster of stations, and he's like, "Well, if you do, man, let me know. You have a home here." And it was like, all
Reeling
right.
it in.
And then he
Reeling
followed
it
up with me a couple days later, and what do you think? What do you think? So we've been going back and forth.
See the excitement in my face?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be reality. So kind of
The joy?
excited.
A little puppy with a treat.
All right. So are you going to be able to, because with technology, there's radio DJs all over the place. They're able to do things remotely. I'm genuinely excited for my friend and former colleague here, right? The look on his face, he gives zero shits.
That's why he brought you in here. That's why you're on right now, for you to just like tell him off that you fell
I'm
for
gonna
that.
come in on a flying car.
Yeah.
So it's
I didn't mean to come in on the flying cards. It was just serendipitous.
At what point did he say no?
Did he say April Fools? Here's the big reveal.
I could say this. Technically, we're going to be competition.
Oh,
Ooh.
technically.
Look at him.
Wait, are you in this market?
Ooh.
Are you taking my job? Oh, we're back here. Rockwell
That's
2.1
so
KFMA. This is when Schmonty April Fool pranked me here.
Well,
Are you gonna take my job?
this is awkward, but I'm going to be the new morning host at KFMA.
Oh, man. God damn it. You came back to get fired again?
Yeah.
You're trying to beat my record?
Yeah, exactly. No. I'm kidding. No, the call letters, I can share the call letters. It's W, so it's not on the West Coast. It's not
Okay.
It's WFOOLS.
So I would
That's
stop
a
it
lot
right
of
there.
call letters. I still don't get it. This is how dumb I am.
He's gonna explain it.
I'm like, first
So-
off, yes.
The word of caution. I think you swear in this video, so just a heads up.
No, I did. I already hit the dump once.
All right.
And I'm about to curse again. So yeah, this is me genuinely excited that Schmonty was getting back in radio and super stoked. And I actually look better today than I did. That was 3 years ago.
You look great. I look worse. So hey, you win in the end.
You guys look exactly the same.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think I look better today. Look at this. Huh? I
No,
got a V-neck.
You've slimmed down even more, and I've picked up what you've dropped. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's because you had a kid.
And the lighting is 10 times better here.
It's called sympathy weight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up my
Sympathy
baby
weight.
daddy had it. It's good.
Yeah, and I'm on this diet called depression. It's been working wonders,
Oh,
Yeah.
Ozempic
lovely.
and the sads.
Ozempic sad.
Oh, that'd be sad. Yeah.
Ozempic sad.
I lost a lot of water weight, all through tears.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of let it go out.
I get it. Yeah, I'm sad and tired all the time. I'm super skinny right now.
You're looking good. You still got that Drake BBL though. All
I
right.
wish.
So yes, and I was fooled. But the moral of that clip, the main takeaway, and I point this out to Rico all the time, is that I'm such a champion, and my friends, I want to see like great things happen. So like I was fooled today because I saw a clip that I wanted to be true, and so I believed it. Right. And so, when Schmonty was like, hey, I got a job in radio, I wanted it to be true. So even when he was presenting me with the letters WFOOLS, I still wanted to be true. So I believed it, and even just recently, Chef Gary tried to play a prank on me. And I was introduced to Ami, who's a marketing manager. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And she goes, oh, you're Rico's co-host. And instead of saying, oh, no, the show's called Beef Vegan Presents, I didn't want a C block. And I was just like, yeah, actually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm Rico's co-host. He's the man, literally because I wanted to be true because Ami is pretty smoking hot.
That's hilarious.
So, that's
it's the greatest host in Arizona. I love to be his co-host.
I was not mad at all.
Raging inside.
Yeah, not mad at all. Shmonty, let's do a minute or two of overtime on the stream. That's all the time we have on the FM side, unfortunately, but I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Tomorrow morning, you'll have 2 opportunities to win tickets for Falling in Reverse before they go on sale at 10 a.m. And speaking of big ticket items, Robin Nash has a Slipknot tickets to give away as well. Yas Money, thanks for coming in. Don't forget the Tucson Sugar Skulls do have a game this Saturday. Kickoff's going to be at
6:05.
6:05. You can get your information at TucsonSugarSkulls.com. Rico, good job as always. Shmonty, great catching up with you. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. I had to take a gulp. Dramatic pause.
Doot.
Okay. No, you Nardwaring me. Yeah. So. Oh. Did I get another email from the Chadster? No.
Damn it. You're looking out all day. He's like, you got free time tomorrow, noon? Jet skis all day for free on me, bro. You're like,
hover jet skis.
Hover jet skis.
That is how we make friends, though, and get free jet skis.
Can you imagine?
So if we do
this
go
summer?
Yeah, it's not impossible because Tahoe's close to Reno.
Yeah.
So if there's any way we could convince the company, if they don't, decide to part ways with me here soon, to have us go out to Reno to check out facilities, then
I just love the idea of you getting promoted. Jet skis, you get fired. Jet skis. Either way, it's jet skis all the way.
I mean,
this weekend, jet skis.
Yeah.
All paths lead to jet skis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best.
Kendrick and Drake.
Jet skis.
Did he really just fuck off and go jet ski? Like, okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
J.
That's
Cole
one way to feel better.
on jet skis.
Free jet skis and flying jet skis. So,
Be a beautiful partnership.
yeah. We got to make this a reoccurring thing. Even pop it in for a segment or whatever the case may be. Because it's always good seeing your face, even though sometimes you look melancholy.
It's kind of like it's the gray weather here in Maryland right now. It's not.
Oh, you're in Maryland?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Shmonty moved to Maryland while we were doing the show. And then we ended up doing the show for 9 months where he was in Maryland and I was here in Tucson running the board. And it was the ultimate morning radio show host gig because he had a 3-hour time delay.
Wow.
So he didn't have to wake up.
I had cracked the morning radio Da Vinci Code. So instead of getting up at like 2 a.m. in Tucson to get in there and meet with Beef and Ryan and do the show, get ready for the show, like I could wake up at 5 a.m. like a normal person. I could like go and run. I could have breakfast. Like I could do all the things a normal person does.
What is that like?
Show started at 8:30 Eastern time. It was awesome.
I like how you radio guys are like, yeah, 5 a.m. is a heavenly time to wake up.
I know.
What the hell,
It was
man?
so magical. I thought I figured it out. It was great.
Time travel.
Because he was doing prep. He was doing prep all
2
wrong.
a.m.
Yeah, no. Shmonty, when I came in, right, and I always prided myself as being like the hardest working person, right? And then I met this fucking lunatic, right? And he's waking up at 2 a.m. to prep for like two and a half hours before the show. And I'm like, fuck that, right? Like I'll start doing some prep like the day before, get some sleep. And then the funny thing with Shmonty is then he would get doped up on caffeine, right? Cranked out of his mind. And then when I first started working with him, I felt like he hated me around 11 a.m. every day because he would crash so hard that he would be zombie mode, right?
Yeah, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was just
body chemistry.
The lack of caffeine in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then already being up for like 12 hours at that point. And it's just like, woof.
You know what? Speaking of caffeine, I need it.
Okay.
I need to go get it.
All right, Shmonty. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I got a meeting and stuff, and hopefully, we could start working towards having a new contract. We'll see.
Well, do me a favor in the meeting as you're talking to them. Let them know I still have my remote set up, and if they want to save costs, I'm sure someone in the building has my cell phone. They can call me.
Oh, the guy from WFOOL? Yeah. Love that dude.
I know that guy.
We're ready to syndicate from WFOOLS.
Yes.
that's part of it. To
Tell him you got an offer from WFOO.
no, like part of the thing is like, oh, we don't have the budget. I'm like, well, if you stop just giving out fucking $1,000 worth of equipment and not keeping track of it, maybe you have a better budget. You know,
Right.
Should you be talking about this?
he's already been so gone. First off, he got fired, so he's like, fuck him. And then it was like,
Next
you
thing I
know,
know, Beef's gonna be in Maryland. Like you're just
We
gonna be
got room.
you're gonna be with him.
We got room. You
Huh.
want to share a room with a 2-year-old? You could be roommates.
nah.
I'm gonna teach him all the bad words, English and Spanish.
Uncle Beef.
There you go.
Yo, Beef.
And Lisa said, I always love Schmonty in the mornings. People still mention the show, especially when they're like, oh, KFMA isn't what it was, what it used to be. It used to be so good. And then they name
KFMA
drop
is
your show.
better than what it was because of Beef Vegan Presents. Damn it all.
Hey,
There you go.
save that.
There you go. There you
That's a
go.
snippet.
Snippet.
That's a snippet. Snip that.
Yes.
Snippet.
I love you, brother. I'll talk to you here soon.
Good to see you, man.
Bye, guys.
And everyone else will be back tomorrow. Taking Back Sunday is going to be on the podcast broadcast. So